Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's slow flow, we're going to challenge ourselves to stay present in our bodies with our breath as we move through this sequence. It's a simple sequence. We're going to flow a little back and forth for the first round. Second one, we're going to repeat the sequence but slow it right down, take pause or a hold in each posture. So a little bit of a challenge to not try to rush ahead, whether in your mind or in your body. I've got two blocks here just as an option. If you've got a block, you can keep it handy, but we don't particularly need anything for this practice. So please just come and find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you today. Relax your hands wherever feels good, relax your shoulders. And then softening your gaze, your eyelids, maybe you close your eyes. Let's take a few breaths together here just to set the pace for our practice today. So exhaling completely wherever you are, emptying out. Breathing through your nose, we'll inhale, filling up. Open your mouth, let it sigh out. In through your nose, drawing in fresh energy. Out through your mouth, releasing any stress, any tension in your body, in your mind. One more time, in through your nose, feel that lifting up sensation. Out through your mouth, feel the softening and grounding into your mat. Now let your breath just settle back into its natural rhythm. And just start to notice the natural flow in and out of your nostrils. You might notice the sound of your breath. The sensation or the texture of the breath as it flows in through your nostrils, down the back of your throat, as it begins to fill your lungs. And then emptying out, following the breath all the way back out. Notice all the sensations. Notice if a deep breath comes with ease for you today, or if there's a little bit of effort involved. And taking this moment at the beginning of our practice just to get familiar with how we're feeling, getting connected to our breath. Now bring your hands to your knees. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. We'll start with some shoulder circles. Drawing the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And just going in that same direction, moving around this circular, or maybe it feels a little clunkier for you, like a square. It feels like a square for me. Again, notice any little sensations or big sensations that come up as you start to move. And then we'll go in the other direction as well. Let your breath move freely through you as we begin to move our body. And then soften the shoulders down. You can softly blink open your eyes. Make your way onto hands and knees to a tabletop position. We'll take a few cat-cow movements. So hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers out, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, belly drops down, lift your tailbone, lift your heart, and lift your gaze. As you exhale, draw the belly back towards the spine. Start to round through your back, chin towards your chest. Inhale, belly forward or belly down, looking forward. And exhale, press the mat away, rounding. Take a few more of these. With your breath, you might notice that the movement is a little smaller or more subtle in your body today. Or maybe it's a little bigger, more exaggerated, just depending on where you feel like you're holding any tension or tightness in your body, where you feel like you're feeling open, spacious, and relaxed in your body. Take one last full breath, moving through your cat-cow. And then coming back to tabletop, back to a neutral spine. Keep the fingers spread out nice and wide as you tuck your toes under. Lifting up into your first downward facing dog. Pressing your belly back towards your thighs. Maybe you start to pedal out your heels a little here. Straightening one leg as you bend the other and vice versa. Feeling into the back of your legs. You can do this as fast or as slow as you like. Maybe a little wiggle of your hips. I like to nod and shake my head a little here as well. Any little movements that feel good as you start to draw a little more length into your spine, pressing the mat away, hips moving back a little more. Take as much of a bend into your knees as you need. Heels can be up or down, doesn't matter. Take another full breath. Slowly start to walk your hands back to find your feet at the back of the mat. Once you get there, we take a halfway lift, hands to shins, long spine, lift your gaze, and then soften, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, plant through your feet, reach all the way up. You can keep hands separate or palms can connect. Exhale, draw the hands down through center and fold. Walk your hands forward. Past your downward facing dog all the way into a high plank, shoulders over wrists. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, knees come down first round, untuck the toes, lower yourself all the way down with control. Plant the tops of your feet down. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale as you release, tucking your toes back to down dog, pressing back. You might press onto knees first, and then lifting up. Take a big breath in. Complete exhale. Again, walk your hands back to find your feet. Taking your time to get there. Once you do arrive, inhale for your halfway lift. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale as you soften and fold. Ground through your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, palms connect. Maybe or keep hands separate. Exhale as you fold forward over your legs. Walk your way forward into your high plank. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, chaturanga, knees on or off the mat as you lower yourself down with control, either all the way or just to a low plank. Inhale, either cobra or maybe upward facing dog, flipping your toes, lifting your hips and knees. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your feet forward this time. Finding a forward fold at the top end of your mat. Plant down through your feet, little bend in your knees. Slowly start to roll your way all the way up to standing, peeling up through the spine. Shoulders roll back as you lift the top of your head and find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Find a comfortable stance. My feet are hip width apart. You can keep them hip width apart or a little more narrow, a little wider. A moment here for a big breath in and complete exhale. Okay, we're going to shift weight into left leg, left foot here. So spread the toes out, plant them down. Plant down through that left foot as you take a little bend into your right knee. So just coming into the ball of the foot. Steady your gaze, find a drishti or focus, something that's not moving out in front of you. We stand up nice and tall. On your inhale, reach your arms up. We're lifting right knee up as well. Flex the toes. As you exhale, warrior three, arms sweep back as the right leg goes back behind you. We're going to flow through that a few times. As you inhale, bring the knee forward. If you need to touch toes down on the way, you absolutely can. You can even keep them grounded. Exhale, warrior three. Reaching back again. Toes can touch down if you need a little support. Inhale, draw the knee forward. Reach your arms up. Exhale back, warrior three. Hold here for a moment. Landing for warrior two, plant the back foot down, windmill your arms open. Flip your front palm. We move straight to reverse warrior as you reach back. Take a big breath in where you are. As you exhale, windmilling left forearm to left thigh, right arm reaches over your head for your extended side angle. Take a breath here. And then we flow. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep that left hand back. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm overhead. Two more times. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take it nice and slow. Exhale as you come forward, using your full breath, so your full inhale and your full exhale. Last one as you sweep back, reverse warrior, full breath in. Exhale to your side angle, full exhale. Slowly rise back up, warrior two. Can you turn your back toes out a little bit wider? So we're widening the stance here. Shift your gaze forward of your front fingertips. So it's a bit of a wide stance for our warrior two. You take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana. As you straighten your front leg, bend your back knee, hands together before the heart. Flex the toes back towards you. If you need a little support, you can bring a block under your hands here. As we inhale forward, warrior two, weight back into front leg, reach the arms out. Exhale, Skandasana, weight into back leg. Two more times. Inhale forward, warrior two. Exhale back, Skandasana. With your breath, last one, forward on your inhale. Back on your exhale. Weight back into front leg, windmill your hands to frame your front foot, come onto your back toes. Bring the back knee down, untuck the toes. Come right up to fingertips, inhale, lift your chest, look forward. As you exhale, coming back into your half split, start to straighten your front leg. Walk your hands back. Maybe you've got a block under each hand here or fingertips to mat. Drawing the toes back towards you a little bit more and shifting your gaze forward rather than down. Can you create a little more length in your spine? Remember, you can keep a bend in the front knee. Take just one more breath. Bend back into front knee, plant the foot down, hands frame your foot. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step forward, forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reaching up. Connecting palms and drawing your hands down through center. And then releasing, Tadasana. Take a big breath in and let it out. Weight coming into your right foot here. Lift the toes, spread them out, plant them down. Little bend into your left knee. So getting used to the weight here on the right leg. Steady your gaze here first. On your next inhale, reaching your arms up, maybe lifting the knee up with you, flexing the toes. Exhale, warrior three as you shoot left leg back, arms back alongside your body. Remember, toes can absolutely touch down. Inhale as you come forward, lifting up. Exhale back, warrior three. Maybe a little experiment here. I like to have a little bit of a bend in that standing leg. It makes me feel a little more stable. Move with your breath. Holding in your warrior 3, take a moment, a big breath in. Landing warrior 2, plant the back foot down as you windmill your arms open. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Sweeping right hand towards the back of the room, back of the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale to your side angle, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale back, reverse warrior, sweeping with arms. Exhale as you come forward, forearm to thigh, left arm overhead. One more time, inhale as you sweep back. Exhale as you come forward, forearm to thigh, left arm overhead. Beautiful, rising up, warrior 2. Widen your stance, so back toes turn out towards the back corner of your mat. Settling, sinking into front knee as you look forward, take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana, straightening front leg as you bend into back knee, either hands before your heart or fingertips to mat or block. Inhale, warrior 2. Weight into front leg and exhale, Skandasana. Let your breath guide you. One more time. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Beautiful. Weight into front leg. Windmill your hands to frame your front foot as you come onto your back toes. Knee comes down, untuck the toes. Right up to fingertips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale as you come back into your half splits, walking your hands back towards you or maybe to your blocks. Peeling toes back a little more. Feeling into the back of that right leg. Can you lengthen your spine, shift your gaze forward just slightly. Bend back into front knee, plant the foot, hands frame your foot, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step back into a plank pose, press the mat away, take a big breath in, exhale chaturanga, knees on or off the mat as you lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, finding your back bend. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to do that same sequence again, but without the back and forth. We're just going to hold each pose, each posture. Let's start to walk feet forward, little steps to find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift once you get there. Inhale and exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reaching up. Exhale as you draw your hands down through center and release. Finding Tadasana, a comfortable stance. Take a nice big breath in and complete exhale. Weight into your left leg here, a little bend into right knee. Take a moment to adjust your plant down through the left foot to steady your gaze. On your next inhale, let's lift the knee up, flex the toes. You can keep toes planted if you need here. Holding 5 breaths. Press down through that left foot into the ground, into the earth. Reach up through your fingertips. Lengthen side body. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Warrior 3 as right leg shoots back behind you. Sweeping the arms back. You flex the toes back towards you. You've got 5 breaths here. If you need a little extra support, toes can tap on the mat behind. Maybe you got a little bend in that standing leg so it's not locked out. Keep breathing. Last big breath in. Warrior 2, plant the back foot down, windmill your arms open. Flip your front palm and reverse. Sweep that left hand back. 5 breaths here. So rather than trying to force yourself deep into a back bend, try to lift up through left fingertips first and then lean back. So a lengthening left side of the body rather than just crunching into right side body. 2 more breaths. Come back through center, extended side angle, left forearm to thigh, right arm reaches overhead. Options here, you can extend left hand down to your block or fingertips to mat. You can take a half bind with that top arm, reaching around to your low back and peeling right shoulder back a little bit more. So all options here. Staying with breath. 1 more big breath in. Stay for your exhale. Warrior 2 as you rise up. Holding here. Even weight through both of your feet. Soft and steady gaze forward. Seemingly simple pose, but definitely feels strong when you're holding it. 1 more breath. Turn your back toes out a little bit wider. Straighten front leg. Skandasana, hands together before your heart as you sink into back knee. Just finding your depth. You might stay quite shallow here. You might sink a little deeper. That right heel can be grounded or lifted, whatever feels better for you. Doesn't matter. Hands can also be at your mat or on your block. 2 more breaths. Weight back into your front leg, windmill your hands to frame your foot. You can stay or keep the back knee lifted, come right to your fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, start to straighten through your front leg. You can step back foot in a little bit closer here, coming to your pyramid pose. Where blocks might come in handy, 1 block under each hand. Or you can lightly rest your hands on your shin or even hands to hips. So a few options here. Little bend in that front leg so it's not locked out. Shift your gaze forward a little more. Take 1 more full breath. Slowly step your back foot forward, meeting your front foot, forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, folds. Rise all the way up, reaching up. Palms connect as you draw your hands down through center. And release. 1 big full breath to reset. Weight coming into your right foot, right leg. Spread your toes out, plant down. A little bend in left knee. Steady gaze. And on your inhale, reaching your arms up, maybe lifting knee, flexing the toes. Plant down through your foot, lift a little taller. Steady breath. One last big breath in. Warrior 3, as you exhale, left leg shoots back behind you with control. Remember, toes can touch down here. Keep that steady gaze here. Right leg feeling strong, even if it's a little wobbly. Last breath in. Warrior two, plant your back foot down, windmill your arms open, flip your front palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior, right hand sweeps back, and you find that lifting up as you reach back. 5 breaths. Maybe you need to come out of it a little more to make the breath a bit more comfortable. When we're not rushing in and out of it, we can feel a lot more sensations, sometimes a lot more discomfort. Maybe it's a pose we don't love. Maybe it's just a little more challenging today. Last breath. Extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh as the left arm sweeps overhead. Welcome to take any variation here, maybe extending right hand down towards the mat or your block. Maybe taking that half bind with the top arm, peeling left shoulder back a little more. Choosing what feels right on this side and what allows you to still take a nice full breaths. One more breath here. Rising up, warrior two. Reaching the arms out wide. Gaze is forward. Make sure you've got even weight through your feet so you're not just shifting all the weight into that front leg. Back foot firmly pressing down as well. Turn your back toes out a little bit wider, setting up for Skandasana. Take a breath in. As you exhale, weight into your front leg. Hands can come together before the heart, finding your depth on this side. You don't have to mirror what you did on the other side. This side might feel a little bit different. Hands can come to the mat or to your block in front of you as some variations. Last full breath. Weight back into your front leg, windmill your hands to frame your foot, coming onto your back toes. Inhale as you come to your fingertips, look forward. Exhale, coming into your pyramid pose, starting to straighten through your front leg. You can step back foot in a little closer. And again, a block under each hand here can feel nice. Or maybe you just bring your hands up a little higher in your body or to your hips. Drawing that right hip back a little. Gaze is slightly forward of the front foot. Finding a little more length in your spine. Last breath. Bend back into front knee. Blocks can move to the side. We're going to step all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knees come down to the mat. Hips back towards your heels. Let's shift weight over to one side and swing your legs around. Beautiful. Bring your feet up towards the top end of your mat. And then slowly guiding yourself back onto your back. You draw your knees in towards your chest. Once you get there, give yourself a little bit of a hug, a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. And then release your feet back down to the mat. You shuffle your hips a little over to the right side of your mat. You're going to cross right leg over your left. You can cross just once or you can wrap around, drawing the knees in a little closer. And then let your knees fall over to the left side of your mat. You can absolutely bring a block or a cushion underneath your knee here. If it doesn't feel nice having the legs wrapped around, you can just rest right knee on top of the left. I like to rest my left hand on the top knee and then peel open with right arm or come to a cactus shape. You can look over right shoulder if it feels good on your neck. Taking a few full breaths. Bring your head back to center as you lift your knees up, unravel your legs. Shuffle your hips over to the left side. And then you can cross left leg over the right, either wrapping it all the way around, or just once. Let your knees fall over to right side of the room. Remember, you can just stack left knee on top of the right if that feels better. Maybe your hand comes to your top knee, or maybe you've got a cushion or block under the knees. You might look over left shoulder. Take another full breath. Slowly, head comes back to center as you lift your knees up. Unravel your legs, bring your hips back to center. And you might like to give yourself one last big squeeze here, drawing knees in, maybe reaching your forehead up towards your knees, hugging into a little ball. Take a big breath in, nice big squeeze, and as you exhale, releasing everything, making your way into Shavasana. So finding a comfortable reclined position. You're welcome to prop yourself in any way that you'd like, or to find a shape that works for you today, taking up as much space as you like. Allowing yourself to feel comfort and to feel supported. And we'll take 3 breaths together again, just like we did at the beginning of class. So exhaling completely wherever you are, emptying out. Take a big breath in through your nose, filling all the way up. And out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose, filling up. Out through your mouth. Last one, in through your nose. And let it sigh out. Again, settling right back into your natural rhythm. And softening the expression on your face, soften your eyelids, maybe close your eyes. And just begin to release any effort in the body. Beginning to settle yourself into stillness. I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana, so please take as long as you like, at least a few minutes to rest and to absorb your practice. A big, big thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.